I basically rupture my ACL, which is the anterior cruciate ligament, and I don't swell. This is 2 days after I ruptured my ACL. It's supposed to be really swollen, but I don't know that. I think that, maybe 20% of the population doesn't swell. And I go see an orthopedic surgeon, and he tells me there's a very famous school here called Northwestern, and it's top 10 probably medical schools in the country, and he's the orthopedic surgeon for it. And what happens is he tells me, I've been head of orthopedics for 30 years. I've never seen an ACL that doesn't swell, and just thinks I'm crazy, because you remember, he's allopathic traditional medicine, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a homeopath, and he just thinks I'm crazy, right? But but he repairs. I'm like, I don't care, just get my knee repaired. Because of course I don't expect him to believe me, right? We live in that world. We know this, right?
Yeah.
And so what happens is I go and I basically get my ACL repaired, and I don't use anti-inflammatories. And he basically stops me at a month, and he said, first of all, we're talking, and he's apparently very worried that I'm not taking anti-inflammatories, because apparently at about a month, your knee is typically completely swollen at maximum amount and you can't bend it. And so he's worried this is where I'm going to look. But instead, at a month, I could almost bend it completely. I very limited amount that I couldn't bend. I was walking around like a normal person. And he was amazed, and he said, "Joe, I didn't believe you. So here," and this is important, because I know a lot of your listeners are basically into alternative medicine. If you provide the right data, they will follow it. And in fact, my entire journey in the last 14 years has been all about showing high-level allopathic doctors that homeopathy is a real thing, and we'll get to that in a minute. And so basically, he says to me, "Joe, I didn't believe you." He said, "But you're better than 90% of my patients that use anti-inflammatories. You've discovered something remarkable."